Welcome to Live Well Journey. Today, we're exploring 5 foods and drinks that experts link to a higher risk of cancer. Some of these may be in your kitchen right now. But don't worry, I'll also share practical swaps so you can enjoy food without fear. Stay tuned until the end for a quick recap of healthier habits you can start today. Red meat has long been considered a powerhouse of nutrition. It provides protein to build muscles, iron for healthy blood, and B vitamins for energy. But when red meat is cooked at high temperatures, such as grilling, barbecuing, or pan-frying, harmful compounds begin to form. These are called heterocyclic amines, or HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs. Scientists have found that these chemicals can damage DNA, and over time, this damage may increase the risk of cancer. Everyday favorites like juicy steaks, pork ribs, lamb chops, and even fast food burgers are all examples of red meat. The more charred or smoky the meat looks, the higher the levels of these harmful compounds. This is why backyard barbecues, while delicious, may come with hidden health risks if eaten too often. In fact, the World Health Organization has weighed in on this issue. Their research classifies processed meats like bacon, sausages, and hot dogs as carcinogenic to humans. Red meat itself is listed as probably carcinogenic. Studies suggest that eating more than 18 ounces, that's about 500 grams, of red meat per week may raise the risk of colorectal cancer. To put this into perspective, in countries where red meat consumption is high, like the United States and Australia, colorectal cancer rates are significantly higher than in countries where meat consumption is lower, such as Japan or India. This doesn't mean meat is the only factor, but it shows how diet can shape long-term health outcomes. But don't panic. Red meat in moderation can still be part of a healthy lifestyle. The danger is in overconsumption. Nutrition experts suggest limiting red meat to just 2 to 3 times per week and choosing lean cuts whenever possible. There are also ways to make red meat safer. Cooking with gentler methods like steaming, boiling, or stewing produces far fewer harmful compounds than grilling or frying. Marinating meat with lemon, vinegar, or garlic before cooking can reduce carcinogens by up to 90%. And replacing some meals with plant-based proteins, like beans and lentils, or with fish, can significantly lower long-term health risks. Processed meats include bacon, sausages, hot dogs, salami, pepperoni, and deli meats. What makes them different from fresh meat is the way they're preserved, through smoking, curing, salting, or adding chemical preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. The problem is, when these chemicals are exposed to high heat or broken down in the stomach, they can form nitrosamines, substances that are known to cause cancer in humans. The World Health Organization has classified processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens. That means there is strong evidence they cause cancer, putting them in the same risk category as smoking and asbestos. Research shows that eating just 50 grams a day, that's about 2 slices of bacon or 1 hot dog, increases the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. The risk goes up the more you eat. This doesn't mean you can never enjoy bacon or pepperoni again, but moderation is key. A healthier swap? Choose fresh, unprocessed meats like chicken, turkey, or fish. Or try plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, and tofu, which come with added fiber and protective nutrients. Alcohol is one of the most socially accepted drinks worldwide, but it's also a major cancer risk. Once inside the body, alcohol is converted into acetaldehyde, a toxic chemical that damages DNA and prevents cells from repairing themselves. Studies link alcohol to at least 7 types of cancer, including mouth, throat, liver, breast, and colorectal cancer. The risk increases with both the amount and frequency of drinking. For example, women who consume even 1 drink per day have a slightly higher risk of breast cancer compared to non-drinkers. Heavy drinkers face much greater risks. Mixing alcohol with smoking makes things even worse. Together, they multiply cancer risks, especially for the mouth, throat, and esophagus. Health experts suggest either avoiding alcohol or limiting intake to special occasions. If you drink, keep it moderate. Up to 1 drink a day for women, 2 for men. A refreshing alternative? Sparkling water with lemon, kombucha, or mocktails made with herbs and fruit. These give the same social vibe without the cancer risk. Ultra-processed foods are products mostly made from industrial ingredients, such as refined starches, hydrogenated oils, preservatives, colorings, flavor enhancers, and sweeteners. Unlike fresh foods, these are designed for long shelf life and intense taste rather than nutrition. Common examples include chips, packaged cookies, instant noodles, frozen pizzas, flavored yogurt, sweetened cereals, and energy bars. Even products marketed as healthy can be ultra-processed if they contain long ingredient lists. Eating these foods regularly floods the body with unhealthy fats, sugar, and salt while providing minimal fiber or vitamins. Research links high ultra-processed food consumption to obesity, chronic inflammation, and a higher risk of several cancers, including colorectal and breast. One hidden danger is that ultra-processed foods often replace fresh meals. When people eat packaged snacks instead of vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, they lose protective nutrients that help fight cancer. Even items that seem healthy, like flavored yogurts, granola bars, or protein shakes, can be ultra-processed. Always check the ingredient list. The longer it is, the more processed it probably is. Studies in Europe and the US show that people who get more than 50% of their daily calories from ultra-processed foods have a significantly higher risk of cancer compared to those eating mostly whole foods. How do these foods cause harm? The additives, preservatives, and artificial colors may produce compounds in the body that damage cells. Also, low fiber content slows digestion and affects gut health, which plays a role in cancer risk. Practical advice: swap ultra-processed snacks with simple whole foods. Nuts, seeds, fresh fruits, cut vegetables, boiled eggs, or homemade popcorn are all great options. Cooking at home is one of the most effective ways to reduce ultra-processed foods. Prepare simple meals: oatmeal for breakfast, rice and vegetables for lunch, and grilled chicken or beans for dinner. Fun fact: Japan has one of the lowest rates of ultra-processed food consumption and one of the highest life expectancy rates. Choosing whole foods over packaged snacks may be a key part of their longevity secret. Sugary foods and drinks are everywhere: soda, energy drinks, candy, cakes, pastries, sweetened teas, and even flavored yogurts. While they taste good, their excessive consumption can increase cancer risk indirectly. Sugar itself does not directly cause cancer, but it drives obesity, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation, all of which are risk factors for cancer development, especially colorectal and breast cancer. Hidden sugars lurk in surprising foods: flavored yogurt, breakfast cereals, sauces, ketchup, protein bars, granola bars, and even canned fruits. 1 can of soda can contain 39 grams of sugar, exceeding the daily limit for women, 25 g, and close to the limit for men, 36 g. Drinking just one soda a day over months can contribute significantly to weight gain and metabolic issues. Research shows that people who consume high amounts of sugary drinks are more likely to develop type 2 diabetes, obesity, and certain cancers. Sugar also feeds cancer cells indirectly by providing energy to rapidly dividing cells. Practical tips: swap sugary drinks with water, sparkling water, herbal tea, or homemade fruit-infused water. Gradually reduce sugar in tea, coffee, and cereals to retrain your taste buds. For snacks, replace candy and pastries with fresh fruits like berries, apple slices, or dried fruits like dates in moderation. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa is another healthy alternative. Even small reductions in sugar can improve health. Studies show that lowering sugar intake reduces inflammation, stabilizes blood sugar, and improves energy levels. Make sugar reductions gradual. Sudden cuts can be difficult. Try removing sugary drinks first, then move to snacks, desserts, and processed foods over weeks. Fun fact: populations with low sugar consumption, like traditional Okinawans in Japan, have lower rates of obesity, diabetes, and even certain cancers. Reducing sugar is a small but powerful step toward longevity. Congratulations! You've reached the end. Today we explored 5 foods and drinks that may increase cancer risk: red meat, processed meats, alcohol, ultra-processed foods, and added sugar. The good news: you don't need perfection. Small, mindful changes, like swapping one sugary drink for water or choosing fresh meals instead of processed foods, can protect your health over time. Remember, lifestyle matters too. Hydration, sleep, and regular exercise complement a healthy diet and reduce overall cancer risk. We want to hear from you. Which of these 5 foods surprised you the most? Share in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Live Well Journey for more health tips. Remember, small, consistent steps make a big difference. Stay mindful, eat well, and live your healthiest life. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.